And now it's one half of the Mitchells to come on. It's time to bring on Grant Mitchell out of the two. It's time to bring on Mr. 100,000 himself. Ben, how are we, brother?
Good evening, sir.
You're on mute. You're on mute on your own channel, sir.
Well, it's funny that, isn't it? I should really know when to mute or unmute. But are you calling me Grant Mitchell because I'm losing my hair?
No. I've always said, if you look at it, when I say about when we're at football matches and I have to describe you and Simeon, you are Grant, where you're the let's get let's get loud, and Simeon is the tactician and the thinker. So when I call you two the Mitchells, you're Grant for that reason, not because you're receding your hair. I'm not one to talk, mate. People in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. But Ben, congratulations, brother.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It means a lot. But before I get into it, I just want to send out a message to Bob because obviously everyone knows, everyone's heard the updates, and just keep fighting, man. Just keep fighting, Bob. We just cannot wait to have you back with us. And that's more important than anything that's going to be said today, that's for sure.
100 billion%. Obviously, the update is not as we wanted, but it's not worse. So we've got to take positives where we can get them, and hopefully we'll have another update in a couple of days. But yeah, overall thoughts on that match, Ben?
Oh, it was a struggle, man. It was a struggle to get through that today. I mean, it was just that classic Spurs against the low block side. We've seen that game so many times, but credit to Spurs for keep plugging away, getting that goal right at the end. But it just wasn't enough today. Not enough today. Not enough movement. Not enough creativity. We tried to break them down. I mean, we controlled that game for the whole majority of it, didn't we? We controlled it, but we just didn't do enough to break them down. And you know, everyone's talking about how poor Sonny was today. And yeah, fine, he was poor for the most part of the game today. But at the end of the day, he's the one that got in that position for that Lucas Moura cross, or for that Lucas Moura through ball, had a really good opportunity. And he's the one that put the ball in the box for Davinson Sanchez today as well. So yeah, it wasn't the greatest performance by Heung-min Son, but you expect these kind of performances. Sonny loves the space in behind. And when there's no space in behind with Heung-min Son, he always finds it difficult, doesn't he?
Yep, he does. Like, you know, I think what I spoke about with Simon yesterday, with Son, I think it's papering over the cracks, so to speak. He's getting the goals and the assists, but it's his general play. But you're right, as long as those goals or assists keep coming, it's fine. It was a great delivery. Did you hear when I likened it to that Southampton goal for Harry Kane when he had to score to beat Shearer's record for the most calendar goals? It was like whipped in from Ericsson and he just got his head to it. It was kind of like that, but it was a great header, and thank God, like I said, that was it was kind of, I remember when I was back in England last time in that Rennes game, and I was commenting on you, and you're like, I wish I could go to sleep. And I was like, that's a good idea, Ben. And I went upstairs to bed. I was like, literally, at one point I was literally like, right, where's my bed? But thankfully we've just gritted out a win, which has been hard for us to do, especially away from home, hasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's the main point for me, to finally get 3 points away from home, our first 3 points since we beat Newcastle. And look, I didn't really care about the performance today. I didn't really care about anything. I just needed 3 points on the board, especially with the scum losing today to Man City. And you know what? They look good today. So that kind of worried me a little bit. But to get the 3 points on the board today, get an away win under our belt, you know, there's no point focusing on the negatives. We need to focus on the positives. And the positives are we got 3 points on the board. Yeah, fine, it wasn't a vintage display like we want to see, but Conte's got a big month now. January is open as of today. The transfer window is open. So Levy, get that checkbook out. Because if we want to get top 4, we need to make signings. We're not making top 4 without signings, I guarantee you that.
No.
Yep, you're right. I mean, obviously, people know he's got till the 13th before I start going daily outside the training ground and start trying to cause havoc. It's got to happen. I mean, we're talking with your grandpa, obviously. Do you think without Dele and Ndombele coming on, that's kind of a clear indication, like, I want you gone?
Yeah, I think so. To be honest, I think the press conference was a clear indication of Tanguy. You know, they asked him, I based pretty much identical questions on Winks and Ndombele. Winks, he was lapping it up and talking him up and talking about how he's going to stay. And what did he say about Tanguy? He's a midfielder. You know what I mean? So I think that tells you everything you need to know, to be honest, about Tanguy and Ndombele. I think he's going to be one of the first out the door. If we can get money in for him, that's the thing. We paid 65 million. So how much of a hit are we actually going to take on him? It's a big question. And with Dele Alli, I'm afraid he's long gone as well.
Well, I think we're taking as well. This is where we're going to find out how much power Conte has, because if we can get a deal and Conte wants to accept it, it's just depending whether that person says, do you know what, okay, we'll take the hit, or he's like, no, I want this amount. This is going to be, I think the outgoings are going to be just as key as the incomings with how we get them out of the value.
Yeah, definitely. But the thing is with Paratici as well, I think Paratici will have a say on this, because Paratici, I don't know if you remember, but when he first came into the club, there were these quotes that were surfacing on him, and he was saying, no matter if you lose 1 million or gain 1 million, if you want to get the transfer done, just get it done. You know what I mean? There's no point dilly-dallying around for 1 million here, 2 million there. If you want to play her out, if you want to play it in, get the deal done. How many times have we lost out on players because of those just pussyfooting around for small amounts of money?
386, just off the top of my head.
Loads of them all the way through, isn't it?
Is it me, or are you shrinking every time I look at you? Yeah, your seat is going. Literally, you'll be under the table.
Phil, push the button on the bottom of the chair. You'll rise up.
Right, hang on.
There you go. Technical issues there. But Ben, you're saying positives. Who, if you had to pick up, Grandpa said Kane. Who would you say was your man of the match? You agree?
Yeah, I think I would agree. I think you can see Kane is really at it again. I mean, his hold-up play, his passing, he was trying to create the whole time. He was turning and shooting as well, which we haven't seen in a while. So, look, there weren't any real vintage displays out there today, in my opinion. I think Skip and Højbjerg were okay. The defence were all right. I mean, we controlled that game, but without really hurting them too much. So I would say Kane probably man the match today for us.
I've gone with him just because my affection for him. I've gone for Davinson just because I think he had a couple of good interceptions. He played well, and then obviously got the goal, and then I completely forgot when we scored that Sam was in the back end, and I was going absolutely mental. And then he wasn't best pleased.
Sorry about that, Sam.
Exactly. Well, what can you do? He came in wearing his Watford shirt. Well, what's he expect?
You know what? But you know what? It was very similar to the last Watford game under Nuno. Only 1-0. We got a lucky goal where Son just took a free kick and it went all the way through another set piece, 1-0. And we didn't look particularly good that game, and we controlled pretty much the majority of the game that day as well without creating too much. I mean, it was very similar, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, I think it sends a really good message out that, again, like the Poch era, we're going the full hog. We're not stopping, and we're churning out the results when we need to dig out a result. Like we said, under Nuno, we would have fallen apart. Under Jose or Poch, we would have fallen apart. But this looks like Conte will see it through, and again, seeing substitutions being made at the correct time and used rightly. It just goes to show the upper echelons that we've gone into.
Well, actually, I think the subs were made a bit late today. I think usually Conte's really spot on in sub timings and stuff like that, but I actually felt we left it a bit late today. I thought that we needed a change a lot longer than before we brought it on. Well, we needed a change from the 10th minute today, let's be honest. But after the halftime whistle, I think we made our first change, 65th minute or something like that. Yeah. I felt like we needed one just before then. To give us some more energy into the game. But at the end of the day, Conte makes the changes and we go win the game in the last minute. So I'm not gonna put too much on Conte today. But look, you've got trust in the manager. He knows exactly what he's doing. So viva alla Conte for the foreseeable future.
1 billion%. And
do you think it was the right starting 11 for today?
I think so, yeah. I mean, he started the same 11 that played against Palace. I mean, that seems to be his trusted 11, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it was the best starting 11. I just felt like we lacked movement and lacked guile up front today. And Emerson today was getting in so many good positions on that right hand.
Unbelievable the first half.
And he was having so much of the ball, so many good positions, but his crossing let him down big time today, massively.
It's got to be worked on, hasn't it? I mean, there's a few people that have been calling like we should try and sabotage the Kieran Trippier bid, and I'm not one of them, but it's just because of his delivery. That if you had Emerson's build and Trippier's delivery, you've got one hell of a right back. But obviously, we know that can't happen. But hopefully, I'm going to see you. I pray to God I'm seeing you at Chelsea on Wednesday.
And, you'll see me at Chelsea. I'll be there.
Yes, fantastic. Fantastic. And Ben, I'm going to ask you as well, and this is going to be a good one. Out of your whole time, your favourite, I think I know what you're going to say, your favourite We Are Tottenham TV moment.
Oof. First of all, I want to thank everyone from the bottom of my heart for 100,000 subscribers. That is just unbelievable. Unbelievable. For 100,000 people to be subscribed to our channel is just something that blows my mind. It absolutely blows my mind. And I just want to thank everyone out there, everyone that comes onto the fan shows, everyone, that interacts with us in the street, just everything in the comments, even people that don't show their faces. Everyone that's come on and really helped us, you, Brian, John Cooper, Phil today, a lot of people, Dave, the Irish Hotspur, Ashley next to me. I mean, there's so many people that come on and make this channel what it is. Grandpa, who's sitting there in the background. I mean, it's just unbelievable, the amount of people that helped us along this journey along the way. And to say I've got 100,000 subscribers, I tell you what, though, it's not stopping here. It ain't stopping here. On to the next milestone. But yeah, from the bottom of my heart, thank you all so much. But my favorite We Are Tottenham TV moment, and I heard Grandpa said it was 3 years. It's actually been like 4.5 years now. 4.5 years. And my favorite moment had to be in Amsterdam.
That's exactly what I thought you were going to say.
Had to be in Amsterdam. Ajax, semi-final, second leg, being in that stadium was just something. I'm getting shivers up my spine just thinking about it right now. At half time, everything's gone. Look, you all know the story. The story. But after that game, after celebrating in Dam Square until like 2-3 in the morning, get back into the hotel and the highlights are just playing, and I swear a tear just starts rolling down my eyes. I start crying pretty much, and that was just the whole emotions just coming out. It's just like, how did we do that? How did we do that? And everyone sees our reaction in the vlogs and everything like that. So I think that has to be my favourite moment. And the very close second is the last game at White Hart Lane.
Oh, that's a good shout. That's a good shout. But I'm going to use this opportunity as well now. You've just thanked the 100,000 people. I'm going to say it for a majority of people. I don't speak on everyone. We all need to thank you and Simeon, because without you, I mean, here we go. You've got the loving. It's not just what you've given us. You've given us. A whole community has been started. The people all around the world that are watching, what you've done during lockdown, the friendships that have been created, the families that have been created, the channels that have been created. You're always there, and Simeon, to support everything. Ashley, who says next to you, is just a superstar and loves spending time with her as well. I can see her hand. I can see her. There you go. Hello, Ashley. That was a very Queen Royal wave there. But yeah, the Queen of We Are Tottenham TV. But listen, you and Simeon have given so much to all of us, so we want to thank you just as much as you thank us, buddy, and never, ever forget that.
Much appreciated, man. Much appreciated, and it makes me so proud when I see, your channel, all the other channels that have kind of stemmed off our channel. It makes me so proud when I see them growing. Like you just hit your 1,000 subscribers. Yep. First kind of super chats. I was live on air on your channel.
You was.
Your first super chat, and just all the channels, the Irish Hotspur. Matt Hayes, there are just so many different little channels that are stemming off. Phil, your channel, you know what I mean? There's just so many channels that are stemming off our channel. It just makes me so proud to see you all growing with us as well.
And forever, as long as you keep growing, we'll keep growing. And as you know, we're always going to be here to support you. And we know the feeling is very mutual, brother. So listen, go and enjoy your evening. Celebrate however you're going to celebrate with Ashley. And okay, apple juice, yeah? Nice apple ties.
Cheers, everyone.
L'chaim, Achi, l'chaim. And I will speak to you very soon, brother. And I will look forward. Is it Tuesday or Wednesday, Chelsea?
It's Wednesday.
Fantastic. I'll see you Wednesday.
And Arsenal, we are coming for you, people. We are coming for you.
2 points, 2 games.
There we go. And we've got to play them.
Play them.
Oh, this is fun. I'm so happy I'm staying. I'm so happy I'm staying. I cannot wait. But Ben, go have a wonderful evening. Ashley, I'll speak to you soon.
And just lastly, I see my grandmother in the background too as well there. So a big wave to my grandma. Everyone wish her some love in the
Oh,
comments.
hello, Grandma! Woo! I've never met Grandma, so hello, Grandma! How incredible. How incredible. Congratulations on your grandchildren getting 100,000 subscribers. Thumbs up, that's what we like to see.
Totally
All
right.
good. Ben,
Totally
enjoy your evening, brother.
Brian, Phil, just want to say amazing job today. Thank you so much for filling in, and we'll see you guys very soon.
You most certainly will.
will.
And as always, come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs!